So I feel like I really need to share this video. Some person really need to stop applying for this job with visa sponsorship. You all know I'm a UK healthcare assistant, for those of you who have been following me, and I felt like I need to share this to you guys to understand what you're going into.
You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. You all know what I do on my channel. On my channel I talk about my life here in the UK, what's happening around me, and I share information. In today's video, I felt like the need for me to share this for those of you who are applying for this care job with visa sponsorship. Should I say, I don't think some persons know what they are getting into. Well, I'm a UK healthcare assistant and I've been in this job for a while. The reason why I'm sharing this video is because of some few questions I get sometimes on Instagram, and I said, you know what, I really need to share this to my audience. For those of you who fall under these categories, pardon me, my daughter is here, she's listening to a cartoon, so obviously that's why you can hear some background noise. Yeah, but before I start this video, I want to let those of you who are using fake certificates to be very careful. I'm not even saying be very careful, I'm just telling you guys to just stop using it. Lately they've been finding out that lots of people use fake certificate. What I mean by fake certificate mean like all this care training people obtain. Honestly, I don't know how they do it, by like changing the name and put their own name. I don't know how they do it, but so many things have been going on. And there was a time I said bad news and some persons were like attacking me because I talk about some persons that got this visa sponsorship and run away, you know, from their employer. Some persons were attacking me then, but because that was what was going on. Once it's happening, people start talking about it. That's just the truth. And people like us that are already in the field, we hear all of that gist at work. Sometimes we work with people who work for agencies that are being sponsored. You ask them questions, they gist you how they enter the country sometimes. Why sometimes some persons don't talk. So if you're planning to apply for this job role, please ask yourself, are you sure this is the kind of job you want? Go watch videos. For those of you who have not watched my first experience, go check out that video. My first experience as UK healthcare worker. I'm a Nigerian, I base here in the UK. The first day I went for this job, honestly, it was not what I expected. I think mine was different because I was not sponsored by anybody. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we learn on the job and sometimes it doesn't even work that way. Sometimes you can't even learn on the job because that is not what you want. You can always give other jobs a try. And now I'm going to start bringing out other jobs opportunity, not just care job. So if you're one of those people who apply with fake certificate, please stop applying for this job. Go and do your own training that is accredited by the Home Office and by the UK. Don't use other people's certificate. I don't know how you guys maneuver it. Yes, I realize that sometimes on Facebook you see people say if you need a care certificate you pay so amount. I've seen lots of that, yes, but I did not really know that people are actually paying for this certificate. Who does that? I can't waste my money and be paying for a fake certificate if I want a genuine something. If you want something genuine, I think you should try and do the training. Perhaps it's online. You can, I'm not saying you call your siblings. You can, you know, anything you don't understand, you can ask someone, you know. At least you're doing it yourself and you're understanding it, instead of you using a fake certificate to apply for this job role. And at the end of the day, it backfires. Mind you, if you enter the country with fake credentials and they find out, once they deport you, or should I say, once they send you back to your country, you're not allowed to enter the UK. So you will be banned. So you will not be allowed to enter the UK till the next 10 years, or should I say till after 10 years, whichever way. But yes, so that's why you have to be very, very careful. Don't enter this country with fake credentials. If you don't have any credentials, if you don't have genuine ones, stop applying. Those people who have the genuine ones should apply while you're still trying to get yours. That's what I'm trying to say. So please, if you fall under these categories, don't do that. And for those of you who have been asking me questions about you have expired visa and you're already in the UK, honestly, don't apply for this visa sponsorship. Don't apply for this care job with someone else's credentials. Don't even try it. Honestly, when I see such question, I ask myself, why would someone with expired visa apply for care job with visa sponsorship? Even if you're using someone else's credentials, they will definitely find out. To be honest, yeah, we know some people use other people's paper to work, but you don't want to be them because your own fate is different from theirs. You might just try it and then boom, you're in trouble. So if your visa has expired, go and sort that out with the immigration. Go get yourself immigration lawyer, go sort yourself with home office. Don't apply for this job role. Yes, so if you fall under this, don't even apply for this job, please. Expired visa is a no, you won't even get the job. And again, one of the reasons why I'm making this video is for those of you who came in via agency. So I have this lady that chatted me up on Instagram and was asking me, please, if I have any home that is recruiting. So after listening to her story, I sent her some link. She's working with an agency, and this agency, they keep sending her from one place to another, and she says she's tired. She feels like she's being used. To be honest, I won't say you're being used. This is the job you signed for. This is the job you signed for. You know, for you to qualify under this skilled work visa, you need to earn, I think, around 20 something thousand. Is it 20,000 or 21,000 pounds? I think something like that. I can't remember. I'm not really sure. So some agencies want you to work around 40 hours to meet up that money per annum, and some want you to work 48 hours. So she was like, she's tired of working for this agency. They keep sending her from different places. She just feels like she's being used. And I said, how many times do you work? She said sometimes 4 times, sometimes 5 times. I told her, just check your contract, how many hours you're meant to work. If you're meant to work 48 hours or 40 hours, if you work 4 times in a week, that's if you work 10 hours, then after that 40 hours, if they send you, or if they say, please, we have a shift in so place, you can always tell them that, please, you've done your contract hour, that you need to rest. And it's true that some agency abuse the system, use the opportunity to send you for a shift. You work and work and work. Yeah, that's why some people end up going depressed. And that is one of the reasons why I talk about single parents. If you're coming into the country as a single parent applying for this visa sponsorship, please think twice. I'll advise you not to apply for this job if you don't have families here, if you don't have any friend here in the UK. I'll advise you either leave your child wherever you are, your country, with your mom, with your sister, and then come to the country, start the job, make you friends, then bring your kids. But bring your kids, no partner, no husband, no fiancé, no boyfriend, nothing. I don't know how you're going to maneuver or how you're going to cope with that. It's so difficult. So if you fall under these categories, honestly speaking, don't apply for this job yet. I don't mean don't apply it for life, but don't apply it yet. Think about it. Because UK is not like other countries whereby you say you lock your child in the house. It's very, very dangerous because people look around. You might not be talking to your neighbor, but you don't know they watch you. You can't lock your child in the house. Say you're going for a shift. You can't do that. So that's why I always say this job, if you're a single mom, is difficult, honestly speaking. That's why some person don't bring their kids to the country. They leave their children back home because they needed to sort out things, get used to the environment, balance work, get to know people, and get to know how the system works. But bringing your children inside the country and then you're stuck is a problem. You don't want to start running from your employer. No, it's not even worth it. So if you fall under this category, don't apply yet. Sort out your issue. And the next one is those of you that don't like instructions. So let's say, for example, I say, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. You get offended and you start getting angry. Don't even apply for this job, because in this job role we have high chances of sending you around, especially if you're working in the hospital. You will walk around and walk around and walk around. Coming from Africa, I know some persons, when you send them message too much, when you tell them do this, instruct them do that one, they start looking at you and be like, look at this small girl, he's sending me message. Uncle, brother, this is not a small girl issue. This is your job. If I send you a message, it doesn't matter if you're older than me or younger than me. It simply means take instruction, do what you're supposed to do, and leave. So when you start arguing with your supervisor or start arguing with people that this person likes sending you message too much, it's a problem. That's why they said in this job you have to be patient. If you're not that kind of patient person, please rest. Don't apply for this job. This job is not for hot-tempered people. Even sometimes the client honestly gets you upset, but you have to, humble yourself, or you just have to know that, yeah, this is my job. I can't get upset. Sometimes you have to swallow it. That's just the truth. I'm not saying that the job is difficult, but sometimes it can be very, very difficult, and sometimes it can be so easy. This job, I always say, I've been there. I've seen the bad, the good, and the worst. The ugly part is for, let's say, some of us that have not seen like a proper dead body. There's a time I made a video, my experience seeing a dead body, and some person was like, oh God, this job, yeah, you're discouraging some people not to work on this job. I received lots of messages on Instagram that period. Hey, why are you discouraging lots of people? And some persons actually say, yes, she's saying the truth. Some persons say it's a lie, it's not true. What do you mean by it's a lie and it's not true? If you're working in a care home, and you're taking care of a client and the client passed away, are you not with a dead body in that home? Won't you call ambulance? Some care home will want to, you know, dress the dead body before the ambulance come in. And when I made a video about my experience seeing dead body, people like it's lie, some people like I'm lying, some persons were like saying some things, and some person felt like I was discouraging them. No, I'm not discouraging you, but I'm just telling you the plain truth and the ugly side of this job that people don't really talk about. This is what I've seen. So if you're in the system, at times goes on, you then get the opportunity to work in the easy places whereby you will not do nothing, no personal care, nothing. But sometimes the starting is usually difficult. I think me as a person, I started the hard way. That's why I say me as a person, I think I learned in the work. Sometimes we learn in the job, because starting the job was never for me. I went there for the money. That was how I started. That's the truth. But at times goes on, I got used to the job and I tried to develop myself, wanting to take the job as a career. And that's why I'm still on the job, because I have plans to further myself, to go further. If you're on this job, you need to like think about the future. Do you want to be stuck in care? Which obviously we don't want to be stuck in this job. Me personally, I don't want to be stuck in this job, because I want to further my career. But that's why we start from somewhere. Before you further your career, you have to start from somewhere, isn't it? Except you're just going direct to nursing school, or you're going direct to medical field or whatever. For me, I want to go into health. That's why I'm still on this job, and hopefully, finger crossed, I believe I'm going to go into health. So that's why I'm still on this job, and I'm getting all the experience I need. And for those of you who don't want anything related to health, I don't know what it's your plan, but I think you should always have a plan B. If you're coming into the UK, don't just say yes, you're coming in to be a carer for the rest of your life. I think as an immigrant, you should have plan B, because we have too much things, we have too much things on our head. I don't know if you have it, but me, I have a lot of things on my head. So that's why we always need a plan B. We cannot depend on this job. So for those of you in the country that are already frustrated, maybe based on say your agents are treating you bad, you can always get another job and switch your contract. I don't know how they do it, but yes, they do it. You don't have to be stuck with a particular agency that you're not happy about. Please, you don't have to run, because as you're running from your employer, it's going to be a bad reputation for your country, and it's going to affect those people that are still applying for this job. So if you don't like receiving instruction, please just chill. Don't apply for this job. For those people who are willing and happy to do the job, apply for the job. Like I told you guys, I just felt like I really needed to do this video for those of you that don't really know what care is all about. So if you think like seeing a dead body is a sin or is a problem, please don't apply, because there's a possibility you will see it. So me as a person growing up, if like anywhere there's a dead body, they don't allow us to see, but in this country it's quite different. There's high possibility that you're going to see it, because if you're there, you'll be the one to call ambulance and say hello, this happened and all of that. And I said sometimes if there are other senior carers, they'll be like, oh, let's change his clothes, wear him in nice clothes, bless him, you know, stuff like that, because they don't really see it as a big deal. They're already missing the person. That is how these people see it. So I feel like some of us don't really know what we're getting into. So please, if this is not for you, don't apply. Instead of you coming here and start having issue, if your employer call you because of what you've seen, you'll be scared, depressed, and all of that. And this bring bad reputation to your country, wherever you're from. They'll be like, people from this country, they always behave like this. People from this country, they are hardworking. People from this country, they are not hardworking. They are lazy. When you tell them do this, they'll be like, oh, in my country, we don't do this, we don't do that. That is just what's happening now. So if you fall under this, please don't apply for this job. Look for other type of job, which I'll try my best and make research, start posting other type of job that you may consider to apply. And again, if you don't like medication, you see medication, sometimes you perceive different type of medication that you don't even like the smell. So like I said, if you don't like medication, the smell of medication affects you, don't even apply for anything related to health, because you don't need it. And again, if you don't like seeing people sick means like throwing up, you know, vomiting. Don't even apply for this job, because when it happens, you'll be the one to clean it. Yes, my brother, my sister, whoever is watching this, if you don't like seeing people being sick, I know that so many people, when people are sick, they start throwing up too, because their body just cannot adjust or cannot just take it. They start throwing up too. So if you're that kind of person that cannot see such things, don't even apply for this job role, to be honest, because what if it happens when you're there? Who is going to clean it? You have to pet the person and clean up all of that. So I'm just trying to let you guys know what this job role is all about. So if you fall under this category, please ask yourself, do I need this job? If not, don't apply for this job. Please don't apply. Let those people who can take all this apply for this job, honestly speaking, because it's not going to be easy, honestly, for your own mental health. You know, we are all thinking about the money, we're all thinking about how to live our country, we're all thinking about the good life, we're all thinking about job, but sometimes we need to consider so many things before, you know, thinking about leaving your country. So if you're single parents, please reconsider this. Either you leave your kids with your parents and come alone, get used to the system and bring them. I keep saying this because there's a very big reason why I'm saying this. Please don't apply for this job role, for your own sanity and for your own peace of mind. Yes, sort yourself out, then come later. You can go and bring your kids. So many people do it anyway, so yours is not different. If you leave them back home and come here, sort out yourself and bring them. So if you fall under this category, please don't apply yet. Why I'm saying this is because the more you're applying, the more it's affecting those people who genuinely love this job or genuinely have passion for this job. Because some people, it's just something they like. It's just like their nature. It's just like people who love kids. They don't mind you bringing kids to their house. Me, I'm not a fan of packing all the whole kids and bringing to my house. No, I get tired because when they start crying, then they start, you know, that's why I say everybody have what they like and what they don't like. So please let those people who have passion for the job apply. So if you fall under this category, please don't apply for this job. People have been talking about the good part, like there's so many things to this job, to be honest. So for your own mental health, for your own sanity, so if you don't want to be depressed in the country, think about this twice. That's why you see sometimes you see videos where they say people are going back home. That means people are going back to their country, or people are having anxiety, or people are going through depression. That's because of it's just so much for them to cope with, because this is not what they want, or because this is not what they expect. So if you think all this thing are listed is not for you, please don't apply for this job. Like I said, if you're working for agency, you have high chances of like moving around. So the fact that you see advert, they say support, and if it's an agency, just know that does not mean you're going to be doing all this support for the next 3 or 5 years. No, they're still going to send you around. So please, all these things I listed, if you think this is not the kind of things you want to see or want to hear, don't even apply for this job. I always advise people to go do volunteer job, to be honest, to see things if they can handle it. If you can't handle it, then rest. Don't apply for this job. Care work is not for everybody. I see everybody shouting caregiver job, carer, healthcare assistant. It's not for everybody, trust me. Lots of things are happening now in the UK and it's affecting lots of people. People don't come out to say it, but you need to understand that it's affecting people. Like, it's affecting people really bad, honestly speaking. Well, for me, I felt like I needed to do this video for some of you who are still applying and don't really know what you're going into, because some of you don't even know what this job role is all about. Please think about it, make research, watch people's video on their sex experience. Ask yourself, do you want this? If this is not what you want, you can also check out on other job role that you might also consider applying. That is just what I thought of sharing with you guys. If you find this video informative, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. And please, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave it on the comment section. And if you have any type of video you want me to make, don't also forget to leave it on the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.